Hello you lovely people, welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. My name's Kirsten, this is where I art and craft, and today we're doing Junk Journal January, and we're on day number 16, and day number 16 is my centre spread along with day number 15, which was neutral. And I love this page, and I think I've just got to be careful that this page doesn't overwhelm this page. So I've picked out some papers for what I've decided to do. The prompt is unfold, 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 unfold. And I've picked out some pages here. Now I'm going to end up covering up that butterfly, but there's a wee butterfly there, so I picked up this butterfly page, but I think this one's too bright. I need two pages that match, so definitely not that. This one, it's quite nice because the butterfly brings a bit of pink in, but it's still kind of in the neutrally shades, so that's a possibility. This one I like because it's it just brings in a bit of quite delicately bringing in a colour, so that's another one. This one's probably too dark, although I do like this orchid. I think that one's maybe too dark. I like this one for several reasons, but I'm wondering if I use that side, then it's quite muted. It's still neutral. It's got different shades of neutral, so I like that. And this side, it's kind of got a bit of colour and fun to it. So I think I need to decide between these two papers which one I would prefer. So I quite like the one, I quite like the fact that's brought in that's maybe more neutral. This is a thinner paper, so that might be make that the one to go, because this is thin card, this is paper, and I am conscious that I've still got to sew this in, and it is getting quite bulky. But I like the idea of that. But do I like the idea of that more than I like this? See, there is a kind of orangey tinge in there, and so you're only really bringing in the one new colour, which is this magenta. But I really do like that, and then it still doesn't fight with that. Do you know what? I think I'm going to go with this one just because it's thinner paper. Every time I pick up that and remind myself it's card, I kind of go off it a bit more. So what we're going to do is we need two of the same. These are plain on the back, so the first thing I want to do is to I think we'll stencil on the back of these. So that's the first thing we're going to do. Let's get some paper out, and then we need to pick a stencil as well, or we could stamp. Should we stamp or shall we stencil? Let's stamp. Let's stamp. What stamp am I going to use? I could stamp and stencil, couldn't I? Shall we stamp and stencil? Seeing I can't decide which to do, shall I just do both? I can't even decide which stencil to use, can I? Shall I use one of my new stencils? Let's use one of my new stencils. Oh, I could use that. Let's use this one. Not use this one yet. And I said to myself, I wasn't going to get anything that I didn't use. So let's use this. This is THS 188, and it's called Twinkle or something like that. I don't know if it's got the name on here. No, the name isn't on here, but it's called Twinkle. something like that. So I'm going to stencil some of this on with, I'm using inks because I don't want to, because it's going to be folded. So that's, I've just kind of looked at my textured paste and no. Inks, Kirsten, inks. It's going to be folded. What colours are we going to go for? I feel like what I should maybe do is do something that's a bit of a surprise. So let's use a couple of colours I very rarely use, and that's Kitsch Flamingo and Picked Raspberry, and we're going to take Dusty Concord out as well, because then we'll stamp with Dusty Concord. And I'm just going to start with Picked Raspberry. And this is from All Create. It's number 561 and it's called Elements of Nature, and it's lost its bag. What we're now going to do is we're now going to fold these. So what you want to do is you need to decide which is your inside and which is your outside of your squares. I'm going for this being my inside. And you fold it in half. Try and be as accurate as possible because it will matter later on. And then you're going to fold in half the other way. You unfold it first, then fold it half the other way. If you come down from the centre whenever you're doing folds, then you stand less chance of your paper moving. And then you're going to do a diagonal fold. Let's take it out, there we go. So you end up with, oh, I should have turned the paper over before doing that diagonal fold. So this way up you do crease, crease, then turn your paper over and do the diagonal fold the other way up, or your paper the other way up. So you end up with 2 squares without a diagonal and 2 squares with a diagonal. And the diagonal is the opposite, so that when you put these 2 squares together, you can just, and it will just all fold into each other. Now the next thing you want to do is you want to decide which of these plain squares, which of these ones without a crease down is going to be your top, and that one's going to be my top, I think. And what you need to do is you need to fold it in like that, and then back out in some way or other. I'm going to fold my, you could just, well, I'll show you what you could do in the next one, but for this one I'm going to fold it all the way along there, giving a long, so that it's not showing very much of the inside. And then with this one on your left side, you want to do the bottom one, and you want to fold it in and then you want to fold this center one back down, trying to keep that line nice and straight. And then because you've got a line that's going the wrong way now, just make sure you fold that over, give that a crease, give that a good crease, and give this a good crease. So you now got one that has just nothing, a square with nothing, a square with an inside fold, a square with no inside fold but a flap, and a square with an inside fold and a flap. And we're going to do exactly the same with this one. So we take it and fold it in half. And your square, 2 squares of paper can be any size, it'll just be a different size you end up making. I have got another video which shows you me making 5 of these all one inside each other. Then turn it over, and remember this time just to fold this way. Then deciding which one I might want. I want the one that's got the most pattern on. Go up that way. And this time I'm going to take the fold down the other way, just for variety. Then having that on my left side, do this one. Fold it back, keeping that line nice and straight down there. And make sure I also fold that over, because I need to change the fold of that first flap down. So once you've got 2 of these, then the next thing you need to do is you need to put them together. So you need to decide whether you want that as the inside that's going to be seen, or that. And I think I'd rather have that. So I think I want to stick those on there. And we want to stick this one on here. Make sure you get it in as neatly as possible. Certainly don't go over the lines. You want to make sure they'll still fold up. You can have a little gap because it will just help a wee bit, make sure it's nice and straight. Okay, so when you've done that, what you have is you have an explosion book. And if you take the 2 outside ones, if you have it set it like that, take these 2 outside ones with the inside and you fold them down. Then the 2 that you put fold them down, and then you have, now if I'd done those both the same, then they would have been, but that just gives them, and that is because of something I'm planning on doing. I wanted them both being that way, but if I'd done them both the same way when I was folding, then one of these would have gone that way and one of them would have gone that way. And then you just lift up these and the whole thing comes out, only it's gone and stuck. So let's just let that dry before we go any further. Well, what we can do though is I want to put something in the base of this here. So let's get that sorted. Oh, where's my little bit of, is this it? No, I've got a little thing that always amuses me. And it's my journal, so as long as it amuses me, that's all that really matters. Where is it? Where is it? Here it's here. Here it's here. Well, I can do it. No, you can't either. Yes, I can. No, you can't. I can, you can't. Can, can't. I can do it. I'm going to put that there. That's on a bit of bubble page. I was making bubble page, and then I discovered I had that on it, and I just thought I'm keeping that. Let's just ink that up. Just stick that on there. It could do with a little something down in this corner here, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my gold pen out because of the gold on the back here. I've got two bits of gold, so this would be the third bit of gold. Or I'm thinking a butterfly because there's a butterfly on the other page. Or I could use a dragonfly because this is the stream. Shall I use this sweet little blue and pink dragonfly? I said these are nail transfers stickers. I just think they're well worth you having, because it just gives you that extra option, and I do lots of small things, so from that point of view it's a good thing for me to have. Now you could then decorate the rest of these, but I don't want to decorate the rest of these pages because I don't think they need to be decorated. You don't need to do this fold back here, by the way. Some people, when they make these, they leave that flat, but then it just becomes a bit more awkward shutting it, so that's why I do that. Then I think what I want to do is I want to ink round here. I'm going to stick these down. To do the numbers on here, didn't I? And you see, originally I was going to do the numbers. I thought it was going to be that way, and I was going to do the numbers there. So I want to do the numbers on these folds here. Will 6 fit on there? I think it might do. Right, we're going to use these numbers. And then I put the 1 on there and the 6 on there. I'm also conscious that this one's made that thicker than I really want it to be off, because if I took that off, then that would just make that neater, wouldn't it? It would mean it wouldn't be. I'm just going to tear this off. So those ones go down first, then those go in. It's still desperate to jump up because it's still quite thick, and that's because of the card I've put in the bottom of it. I need a thin bit of something that's thin, ribbon wise, something that doesn't, I see, I don't want something thick like that, I want something thinner like that, but I don't want any of that. See, I think maybe the best bet is to use this silvery grey. Let's take a bit of that. And there we have number 16. Unfold. And if we unfold it, well, I can do it. No, you can't either. Yes, I can. No, you can't. I can. You can't. I can't. And look, I can. Oh, maybe I can't. Put that one down first, Kirsten, and then you can. This is take 5. Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel. My name is Kirsten. This is where I craft and art, and today this is where I've been ranting a bit, which is why it's take 5. I'm doing Junk Journal January for today. The prompt is fragile. I'm going to do a collage using this temperature map, which I've printed onto some rice paper, because the planet is fragile and we're not taking care of it. And I'm not going to say anything more because I'm just going to start ranting again. I'm going to put on music and I'm just going to collage. The world is a fragile place. It needs more than the bees. It needs us, you, to care for it. And the prompt is bright, and the first thing I thought of is a light bulb is bright, and ideas are bright, and you've got a light bulb, you've got ideas. And then I thought, if I stamp these 3 different light bulbs I have on bright coloured paper, I've covered 3 variants of bright. So I now need to find some bright paper. There we go. We could even just use this one bit, but maybe we won't use that. And we won't use that. I think we're going to use these 3. Now we've got a kind of orangey background, so I think if we put one in that bright blue there, and one in that fuchsia pink there, and then one in this lime green here. Okay, so we've got our 3 light bulbs in bright colours. We need a word. We've got our 3 light bulbs, we need a word. Just realised I paused it then. I just wanted to get tone this down a wee bit, and I was going to put gesso on to start with, and then I thought, actually no, I think I just want to put something that I could write on easily afterwards. So I decided just to put this bit of, it actually comes from a photo album. It's shiny one side and matte the other. So it's an acid-free paper to protect photographs. So I've put it the shiny side down and the matte side up so I can write on it, because I've been looking for a word and I can't find anything that really speaks to me. So I thought, well, why don't you just write something? Oh, I need to put a number on as well, don't I? Yesterday's number was tiny. I could put another tiny number on, couldn't I? Or I could just write the number on. Need something else here. Let's see if I've got a wee sticker I could maybe use. Oh, a wee birdie. I do love these wee birdies. They're so bonkers. Oh, quite like that one. It's not very bright though. Have I got a bright one that's flying? See, the bright ones all look like they're all... Oh, that's brighter. That's too white. That one's a brighter one. Could use that one. That's quite a bright one, isn't it? Not sure what that one's, because it's like it's standing, because it's not really. Do I want to put that one there? Let's have a look. See if I want to put that one there. I think I do. He's fun. Yeah, like that. Let's put this back where it belongs. It belongs in this one here. That's 18. Done. And that's the end of I'm going to edit this and put this up today, I think. And then we'll start again with a new video for tomorrow. I hope all the details for Junk Journal January are below. There's nothing to stop you joining in even now if you want to. You don't need to do every prompt. You don't need to do it during January. Until next time, you take care. Bye for now. Thanks for watching. Keep crafting.